The crisis among our young people is very real. We looked at that last week in our Three Pathways coaching program. A couple of weeks ago, it became very real to me. It became very personal. 18-year-old son of very good friends of mine. This young man was a friend of mine as well. He died a couple of weeks ago at his own hand. It's been crushing. But this same story is happening all over our country. The solutions that we're working on right now, mostly to look at the problem, try to fix the problem. What's wrong with our young people? And that is one way to do it. But there's another way to do it. I like to tell this story. If you fall in a deep hole, you have two choices. You can sit in the bottom of the hole and figure out, why did I fall in that hole? Or you can get out of the hole, start moving in a different direction, and then you stop at some point. How do I avoid falling into holes in the future? I like that pattern, and I think it's time to try a new strategy with some new tools. I propose, in the Three Pathways, is working on using strength psychology or positive psychology, which focuses on moving forward, and then we can stop and figure out what's wrong. We're extremely negative in our society today. Maybe think about when you got a report card. The last time you got a report card, your parents looked at it. What did they focus on? They focused on your lowest grade and said, how can we hammer that one and work that one up to be a strength? Maybe your teachers do the same thing. They talk about your weaknesses and how can we get that up. Once you get a job, you have a performance review. I remember one of my first performance reviews. We looked at everything in my job, but we also focused in on my weakness, how to make my weakness a strength. You really can't do that. Your weaknesses or your lesser strengths are there because they're just not who you are. Our positive attributes, or what I like to call our superpowers, are the things that we have, that God's given us to use in the world for good, to make a difference, to change the world. And they also give us a lot of satisfaction and joy in life. So in the Three Pathways, we're doing something different. We're following the guidance of positive psychology and Don Clifton, who's the father of positive psychology, and we're helping young people, guiding them through adolescence using these positive approaches: strengths, community and connection, and character. This week, we're focusing on strengths. I'm going to have you watch a couple of videos. I'm not going to talk too much about it because there's so many great videos produced by Gallup and other people about strengths and why focusing on strengths can make a huge difference in your life. So there are a couple of other videos down below that I'd like you to watch that are going to help you learn more about why it's valuable to focus on strengths. And then your coach will work with you and look at your strengths assessment and the reports that you've gotten, help you focus on each of those top 5 strengths. Do you know, you'll see in one of these videos, that each person is unique in their top 5 strengths in the order they come in. You're only 1 out of 33 million people are like you, have those strengths in the same order. That's amazing. That's your superpower that you can use to change the world. We want to help you understand that. We're going to stay 2 weeks on this strengths theme, and we'll go in more depth into it, and we'll work on it throughout your whole coaching journey. Hope that's helpful. I want to remind you to journal, pen to paper. Don't forget to journal your thoughts, journal about your strengths this coming week. Have fun.